Hi, I am Ashish Kakran. I'm one of the three contestants for the next round of Olympus. First things first, your vote is very important and that will determine who represents IIM Calcutta at Olympus. So please do go vote. That said, now I want to talk to you about why you should vote for me. Before coming to IIM Calcutta, I did a startup called TwitPulse, which worked in social media domain trying to figure out public sentiment of the people. To do this, I quit a comfortable career with a marketing company based out of Boston because it was at that time I thought I really could and should do more with my life. But these two exposures to different workplaces in India and abroad have given me a unique perspective because I've worked with teams that have diversity in terms of race, color, and nationality. I have launched several social initiatives, one of which is Zero Digital Zone campaign that I launched at IIT Guwahati. As part of it, my team had to visit villages and encourage the people to send their children to attend math and science classes at IIT. My team also had to convince IIT students to volunteer for this program, and this program has been running successfully for the last 4 years. I am founding member of an NGO called Bold Steps, which works in Guwahati to improve lives of women domestic workers. This program has so far impacted lives of over 100 domestic workers, and I continue to contribute to it. At IIT, I was elected a General Secretary of the Students' Council. I mention it because of the impact this experience has had in defining who I am today. During my tenure, I built, coordinated with, and led several different teams to support the initiatives that I did. At IIMC, my team is the campus champion of Procter & Gamble CEO Challenge, and we represented IIMC at the P&G headquarters in Mumbai. My team is also one of the 6 finalists of the KPMG International Space Challenge, and here I am a member of the Consulting Club, Marcel, ECEL, and Carpedium.
Politics and business need to work hand in hand and in sync if the country is to see rapid progress. It was seen how after World War II, Germany reinvented itself by investing heavily into technology. Similar was the fate of Japan that reinvented itself by investing heavily into technology again. At $16 trillion, US economy is the biggest in the world. And it was made possible only because of businesses that are transforming every aspect of our life, the way we see, think, dream. In India also, we saw rapid changes after the reforms of 1991, when license Raj was abolished and more freedom was given to entrepreneurs to start new businesses. Political scenario in India is changing today. We are seeing the rise of Nitish Kumar in Bihar. But in spite of these developments that are very good to see, we see that still caste and religion play a major role in our politics. Now, time is right for drastic changes. So if you can be part of that change, if you can be that person who brings about that change, go for politics. But when you do that, and if you choose this path, you will have to pick one of the several political parties available because independent parties have not done well in past in India. When you choose a party, you also choose its ideology. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to work within the constraints of the party's political agenda? Are you ready to accommodate the aspirations of your co-workers in the party? So you have to take care of these things when you work in politics in India, and you might have to make some compromises. And you have to be ready to do that. Compare this to the life of a businessman. Now you have greater freedom to choose your domain, implement your ideas, and see real life impact. Even if there is some political resistance to what you are trying to do, nobody can really tell you down. And you have all that freedom to change things that you want to. India is today a $2 trillion economy, and our population is 1.3 billion people. Today, 1/3 of the world's poor live in India. 900 million of our people eat less than the government approved minimum. This needs to change. We have seen growth, but it has been limited to the urban areas, and the gap between the urban and the poor is ever widening. There are a few questions we need to ask ourselves. How do we make sure that more of our people get out of acute poverty? How do we ensure that the fruits of our development trickle down to the bottom of the pyramid? How do we ensure that we assume leadership positions at the world level and command respect from the developed countries? Today, the need of the hour is to create more jobs. These jobs are going to provide livelihood to more people, which is going to improve their living standards, and this in turn is going to fuel the exit of our people from the acute challenges of food, water, and healthcare. Entrepreneurship is the way to go. We need innovation in agriculture to sustain 55% of our population that is dependent on an industry that contributes only 15 to 16% to Indian GDP. We need to improve their lives by training them for alternative jobs. We need innovation in IT sector to assume leadership into product category. We need to shatter the myth that India is an economy driven by outsourcing. Investment in R&D by the Indian companies needs to grow, and we have to be there to make those decisions. When the world is investing heavily into research to find cures of diseases like AIDS, cancer, why is our research lagging behind? We need to be asking ourselves those questions. We can either keep complaining that the government support is missing, or we can stand up and take action. All of these, I believe, will have a direct impact on our growth rate. So in my opinion, our people, by investing their time and energy into creating and sustaining businesses that create value, can contribute much more to India today.